All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. And what we have here is yet another country, Jamaica specifically, demanding the removal of pride flags from U.S. Embassy. And they are definitely pissed. These can see, as I said it before, the Lord is flipping things around. Like he flipped it when our captivity always kept starting, but this is the worst flip that the Lord has inflicted on us. Far as when all this shit started. And now the Lord is flipping this again into showing that, hey, just because this place is wicked doesn't mean that you can get rid of all the natural things that I have done or created. Like you can't get rid of the naturality forever. What's natural is supposed to remain, even if it's being defiled or destroyed. That no matter how much Esau tries to destroy it, it's always going to remain, and it's still remaining. And the natural habitat of our procreation is still here. This is why the Esau still can't get rid of us, because the Lord's not going to allow it. It's because he can start killing us. He can start poking us with his ejections. He can start filling the air with chemtrails, poisoning our food, poisoning our water. It's still not stopping us. It's still not stopping us from bringing more children into this world, even though a lot of them is going to die anyways. But that's just the Lord showing his power that, hey, Esau don't have no real control. I only let him have control of what he is allowed, that I allowed to have control of. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to go over here for the clip. It's going to be, it's only 2 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and play the whole thing actually.
Imperialism, the phrase in most of the placards, broadly refers to the exercise of domination in cultural relationships. In such cases, the values, practices, and meaning of a powerful foreign culture are imposed upon one or more native cultures.
And as you might be able to see in the background, the U.S. Embassy continues to fly the LGBT flag, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender flag, in breach of the Vienna Convention, Articles 31E, Article 20, and Article 41, right? They are being hostile towards our laws, our culture, and our democratic system. Instead of flying the Jamaican flag for emancipation, they have decided to fly that flag, and that is an insult to our country.
Philippa Davies, advocacy officer for the Jamaica Coalition for a Healthy Society, says the flag represents life practices that threatens the Jamaican culture and the teachings of the Bible. She says it also affects the health of the society.
You have to understand what that multicolored flag represents. It represents normalizing perverse sexual behaviors and lifestyle choices, behaviors and lifestyles that lead to disease and death. Our Christian duty is to speak the truth in love.
Protesters say they've been peacefully protesting that the flag be taken down since the day it was raised, but are shocked it remains on the flagpole up to Emancipendence Week. Efforts to contact the U.S. consulate and a member of the LGBTQ group on Friday proved futile. However, the protesters say they will continue to stand against the flying of the rainbow-colored flag, describing it as a symbol of disrespect on Jamaican soil.
Article 20 specifically says the only flag that should fly is their national flag. The LGBT flag is not their national flag. Their own people have not agreed to that at all. Okay? And so they're in breach of it. They need to be held accountable. And I challenge anybody from the U.S. Embassy to debate me this on a national stage.
Paige Dixon, CVM Live.
See, mind you, these are Benjamites, mind you, and they see. Funny enough, these other countries can tell what's right and what's wrong, but our own people in this society can't even tell that. And mind you, the Benjamites are our people too, but they got more of a sense than even our own people in this society. But anybody that comes to this society loses their sense because they want to be free of any morals. They want to do all what they want to do. They want to be flames. They want to live up to the American dream and do anything they want. And the more Esau feeds off that need of these people that comes to his country, the more it fuels him. But he's going to do it anyways, regardless, because now he's seen that his power is growing, and the Lord is just slowly snatching that power from him. Because guess what? These other countries are retaliating against him. This is Job 34:29. It says, when he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? When he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. And this is what Esau does. If Esau was quiet and did nothing, none of this stuff would be going on. Hell, even none of the stuff in this society would be going on. Hell, if anything, this society wouldn't even be existing. It'll still be back in the hands of the natives. Because that's what it originally belongs to, is the natives. And the like in Issachar. But leave it to Esau. He's going to go around taking... I'm sorry, he's already doing that. He already sets up satellites to control and monitor everything. He set up these embassies that he can somehow punish if they do something wrong. And he can spread his poison to other countries, to other lands. Digging it all out of the land and taxing them for it. Make a profit off of everything and anything out here. Water, food. We can't even grow our own food. And yet, he can go around other countries and spreading his wicked, vain, disgusting lies and expect people not to retaliate against it. It was one thing to do it here and to do it in certain other countries, but Esau wants the whole world to himself. And he owns the world. But these other countries are rising up against it because you can only bully someone for so long. And that's what Esau has been doing to these other countries, is bullying them. Because he's making money. He has the money. He funds both wars, any wars that go on, including the war of the LGBT, including the war with our own people, including the war of gangs. There's multiple wars. It's just not World War or Cold Wars. It's civilization wars. There's been multiple wars, and this is one of them. He spreads this disgusting poison, and these people are retaliating. I'm not talking about just Jamaica. I'm talking about India. I think, I don't remember, I think it was one in Turkey that they're protesting to ban this flag. And I did another video, I think about 2 weeks ago, showing that not even the horses was happy about it. Because apparently there was there was two men on top, walking around with these horses. And there was the LG flag on the ground, or painted on the ground, I should say. And them horses didn't like it. They had to go around it. That goes to show you that something's not right. That the natural order of balance is not there. That even animals don't agree with it. So if animals don't even agree with it, what more does that say about us? This is Psalms 10:2. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And that's definitely Esau that's been persecuting us alongside our own people. Our own people's been persecuting us for the longest time. Since slavery, actually since every slavery, because we had sellouts for every slavery we've been into. And they just been persecuting us because we prefer the stuff that's natural compared to unnatural. Sickening about this is that so many of our people prefer the unnatural because they could get away with anything. But this is 1 Corinthians 14:33. Just to back that up, it says, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches are the saints, not these churches out here on these buildings. The churches are the saints is basically the saints that's all together, that coming together, whether that, which is pretty much out on the hedges. And let me reread it. It says, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Which means the Lord is showing us, Yahweh Shah is showing us that no matter how sickening these things get, to endure it, because there will be great signs showing that, hey, this is going to backfire on these devils. And that's all that's been doing. A lot of things has been backfiring over a certain period of time. And it's been a slow fall. But we're seeing these signs that the time is near. We don't know when. We don't know when. As much as we want to get out here the quickest, it could be 10 years, 15 years. Lord, we don't even see it that long. But that's just the Lord saying to keep your faith. Because when it does crash, it will crash hard. Because no matter how much Esau tries to perform his grandmaster scheme, it doesn't work. So this is Habakkuk. Actually, yeah. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And from the video, when you listen to the woman, or I guess the narrator, they say they've been protesting for this flag to be taken down since it was put up. So even then they wasn't even accepting this madness. And they've been trying to get the flag taken down since day one. And now they're really pissed that they still got to look at this disgusting representation of a color, of a flag that's been poorly introduced for the wrong reasons. And it should be burned. No matter what these people think, it should be burned. And when you look at when I looked at the comments in this section, there was a lot of people that was agreeing with this mess. Some of them was arguing against it, but for the majority, a lot of people are shutting down the people that was against it. A lot of these people don't agree with this disgusting things. They was like, which there's no savior Babylon, but one of them was like, if this place can adopt the same ideologies as Jamaica or these other countries, we would actually be better. Which would probably be true if this place was ruled in some type of righteousness, but it's not. That's why this place needs to get destroyed. It's the reason why it will be destroyed. Because Esau is always enlarging his ways, his ideals on the entire world, trying to claim what is right and what is wrong. When what is wrong is technically the right thing. And by wrong, I mean, as far as the wrong to the right, I mean disciplining your child. Esau would say that's wrong, but it's technically the right thing to do. So it is the right thing to do. Not to eat crabs, shrimp, and lobster. Esau will say that's wrong. You should be eating it. We're telling you you shouldn't. So everything that this word tells you that is right in their morals is completely wrong. And that's why these people, that's why a lot of countries are angry at this place, because they try to force that polar opposite direction onto them. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go into, because we're going to start seeing more and more people, more countries come against this place. China, Russia, India, or Pakistan. Who knows? This all going to come impacting on this place. There will be a massive World War III, as we are already in it, mind you. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go into with that. So with that, Shalom.